Hello, welcome back. I'm John, an old YouTuber. It's Wednesday today. I have paid my bills today because it's the 1st February. I got my pension yesterday, Thursday. So, and I got my money yesterday. And today is 1st February. I pay all my bills and my $1,000 to my debts. So I don't have, but I have a small saving like $1,000. But I have less $100 left for spending on food. But I did buy some food yesterday. But this is not English vlog videos. PDF car video, but I was buying a different kind of food in the Lidl. So I have food and bread in my deep freeze. I have a lot of bread, dark bread. This kind of dark bread we eat in Scandinavia. And light toast bread. I will make this pork schnitzel later tonight. I'll make one. And more bread there. And like 10 kilos of good rice. Spices. I could buy two popcorn. Then I have different kind of cans with baked beans, more rice. That's to put on food. That's potatoes, more soup, coffee to my old mom, and more baked beans. And I did buy more juice, a little bit more juice. Yes, but so actually I just have to go through these months. Yes, and I cannot have my cell phone there because I have my juice. Have to move my cell phone to there. But we cannot do that because I need my paper there. So what you finished reading about Mercedes-Benz 600. So let's continue with my another one. Maybach is still open there. Yes, let's read this Maybach. Let's do it. Speakers 52. But this will take many months and years to do this. This is why I like to talk a little bit. So we got more Mercedes AMG there. We could read after this. And then I have all my Japan. I have all my Japan. That's another playlist. Take many months and years to do this, so this is why I like, not always, but I like to talk a little bit, because I'm spending my life, I'm end of my life, I'm age 60 soon, so I'm spending my last part of my life to do this. So I like to talk I like to be on the video myself a little bit, because there could be many thousands of videos. And I do this because I like to read about this myself. I not do this just to get on my YouTube channel. Is more than 6 million PDF like this on Wikipedia, and I'm only reading like my whole lifetime. I can only read like a few thousand maybe. So that's like 0.00 something %. So I can only read about what I like to know more about. Yes, I need a minute to do myself laying in my bed. I need a minute to do myself ready. Because I have so many pillows, they are falling down. And I'm still close to 100 kilos. But I did pay all my bills today and $1,000 to my debt. So now I can just relax and reading and watch Netflix the whole month. Let's read loud, activate voice, read to end of documents.
Maybach, logo.png. Type subsidiary, GmbH, industry automotive founded 1909. Founder Wilhelm Maybach defunct 1960. Bought by Daimler-Benz, 2013, as a standalone brand, Fate 1960. Bought by Daimler-Benz 2002, standalone brand 2015. Mercedes sub-brand successor Mercedes-Maybach headquarters Stuttgart, Germany. Products luxury vehicles parent Mercedes-Benz website Maybach.com. Maybach SW42, 1939. Maybach, German, Maybach 1, is a German luxury car brand that exists today as a part of Mercedes-Benz. The original company was founded in 1909 by Wilhelm Maybach and his son Karl Maybach, originally as a subsidiary of Luftfahrtbau Zeppelin GmbH, and it was known as Luftfahrtmotorenbau GmbH until 1999. In 1960, Maybach was acquired by Daimler-Benz. The name returned as a standalone ultra-luxury car brand in 2002, sharing significant components with Mercedes-Benz cars. After slow sales, Maybach ceased to be a standalone brand by 2013, and it became, in 2015, a sub-brand of Mercedes-Benz, which is owned by the Mercedes-Benz Group. As of 2021, Daimler produces an ultra-luxury edition of the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and Mercedes-Benz GLS Class under the Mercedes-Maybach name. 2. 1909-1940, early history. Wilhelm Maybach was technical director of the Daimler Motor AG Gesellschaft, DMG, until he left in 1907. On the 23rd of March, 1909, he founded the new company, Luftfahrtmotorenbau GmbH, literally aircraft engine building company, with his son Karl Maybach as director. In 1912, they renamed it to Maybach Motorenbau GmbH, Maybach Engine Construction Company. The company originally developed and manufactured diesel and petrol engines for Zeppelins, and then rail cars. Its Maybach MB.IV was used in aircraft and airships of World War I. The company first built an experimental car in 1919, introduced as a production model 2 years later at the Berlin Motor Show. Between 1921 and 1940, the company produced a variety of opulent vehicles, now regarded as classics. The company also continued to build heavy-duty diesel engines for marine and rail purposes. Maybach had a British subsidiary, Maybach Gears Limited, that specialized in gearboxes. In 1938, in conjunction with Dr. Henry Merritt, they produced a gearbox and steering system, the Merritt Maybach for the abortive Nuffielder.16E1 cruiser tank design. 3. 1940-1945. Captured Sturmgeschütz 3 assault gun, derived from the Panzer II Mediarm tank, also made by Maybach, at the Bulgarian National Museum of Military History during the Second World War. Maybach produced the engines for most of Nazi Germany's tanks and half-tracks. These included almost all the production tank engines through Panzer I, II, III, IV and V, the Tiger I and II, Maybach HL-230, and other heavy tanks, and also engines for half-tracks such as the SD.KFZ-251 personnel carrier and prime movers like the SD.KFZ-9. The engine plant wason of several industries targeted at Friedrichshafen. After WW2, the factory performed some repair work, but automotive production was never restarted, and some 20 years later the company was renamed MTU Friedrichshafen. 1960s. Daimler-Benz purchased the company in 1960. Post 1960, the company was mainly used to make special editions of Mercedes cars in the W108 and W116 model range, which were virtually hand-built. These cars, however, carried the Mercedes badge and serial numbers. Rolls-Royce Power Systems AG, based in Friedrichshafen, used to manufacture the commercial Maybach diesel engines under the MTU brand through its subsidiary MTU Friedrichshafen GmbH. 1997-2013. Maybach 62 Maybach 57 Daimler presented a luxury concept car at the 1997 Tokyo Motor Show. A production model based on it was introduced in two sizes, the Maybach 57 and the Maybach 62, reflecting the lengths of the automobiles in decimeters. In 2005 the 57S was added, powered by a 6.0L V12 bi-turbo engine producing 450 kW, 603 HP, and 1000 Nm, 738 lb-ft of torque, and featuring various cosmetic touches. To promote the new Maybach line, Mercedes-Benz engaged figures such as Maybach Air Ulrich Schmid Maybach and golfer Nick Faldo to serve as brand ambassadors. 4. Initially, Daimler Chrysler predicted annual sales of 2,000 worldwide, with 50% coming from the United States. However, these expectations never materialized. 5. 6. In 2007 Mercedes bought back 29 US dealers, reducing the total from 71 to 42. 7. In 2010, only 157 Maybachs were sold worldwide, compared to 2,711 similarly priced Rolls-Royces. 8. By the time of the announcement that the brand was to be laid back to rest, 3,000 have been sold worldwide since the brand was revived in 2002. 9. Daimler announced in November 2011 that Maybach would cease to be a brand by 2013 and manufactured her last Maybach vehicle in December 2012. This was because of poor sales. 10. 11. Cancellation. With poor sales and the heavy impact of the financial crisis of 2007-2008, Daimler AG undertook a complete review of the Maybach division. 12. Approaching Aston Martin to engineer and style the next generation of Maybach models along with the next generation of Legendas. 13. According to Automotive News, only 44 Maybachs had been sold in the United States in the first 10 months of 2011. 14. An article in Fortune noted that Mercedes had missed out on the chance to purchase Rolls-Royce and Bentley. When they were up for sale in the 1990s, Mercedes backpedaled and decided it needed to be in the ultra-luxury business too, but it went after it in a remarkably clumsy way. It further stated that the first Maybach models had poor driving dynamics compared to its contemporaries from Rolls-Royce and Bentley. Mercedes took an aging S-Class chassis and plopped an absurdly elongated body on it, rather than develop a new car from the wheels up, as BMW did with Rolls-Royce, or cleverlize the underpinnings of an existing model like the Volkswagen Phaeton for a new Bentley. Furthermore, Maybachs were never advertised as owner-driven vehicles, as the company believed that the luxury amenities would be sufficient to drive sales, and they even insisted that auto journalists, who usually test drive the vehicle, ride in the back seat. 8. Another suggestion for Maybach's struggles was that parent Daimler had failed to differentiate it from its Mercedes-Benz brand. While all three ultra-luxury marques share platforms and engines with other luxury brands from their parent auto company, Maybachs are built alongside the Mercedes-Benz S-Class flagship sedan, whereas Rolls-Royce and Bentley are assembled in England, separate from the rest of BMW and Volkswagen Group's respective production plants, and thus are regarded as being more exclusive. Furthermore, the Maybach's pedigree was virtually unknown outside of Germany, unlike its British rivals which have long enjoyed renown worldwide. Winking sad smiley 13. Indeed, the 2006 Rolls-Royce Phantom's interior evokes memories of a 1930s car, while the Maybach 57 SS inside makes no reference to its marque's history. 15. In November 2011, Daimler's CEO Dieter Zedge announced that the Maybach brand would cease to exist in 2012, making room for other models of the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. The Maybach limousines were still being sold up to the year 2013, but after that, the name Maybach would not be used anymore. 16. On 14 August 2012, parent Daimler AG announced the official discontinuation of Maybach by releasing a price sheet officially discontinuing the Maybach 57, 57S, 62, 62S and Landaulet. 17. On the 17th of December, 2012, the last Maybach vehicle was manufactured in Sindelfingen. 18. 2015 present. Revival. The company announced that the line would be replaced by the next generation of the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, model W222, due for the 2014 model year, particularly the long-wheelbase S-Class Pullman. An executive told a Frankfurt newspaper that Daimler came to the conclusion that the sales chances for the Mercedes brand were better than that of Maybach. 19. Mercedes-Maybach. Rear seats of a Mercedes-Maybach 650. In November 2014, Daimler announced the revival of the Maybach name as a sub-brand of the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, W222, positioned as an upscale version akin to the more sporty Mercedes-AMG sub-brand. In anticipation of its April 2015 launch, 20th flagship Mercedes-Maybach S600 was unveiled at car shows in Los Angeles, United States, and Guangzhou, China. 21, and the production model at the 2015 Geneva Motor Show. 22. During the facelift, the S500 and S550 were redesignated S560 and the flagship was renamed S650. Assembled on the same Sindelfingen line used for the S-Class, the model is targeted against the Bentley Mulsanne and Rolls-Royce Phantom. 23, at 5.453 meters, 17.89 feet, long with a wheelbase of 3.365 meters, 11.04 feet, 132.5 inches, it is approximately 20 centimeters, 7.9 in, longer than the long wheelbase S-Class models. The Mercedes-Maybach will be available as S500, S550 in the US, and S600 models, with 4MATIC all-wheel drive optional with the V8 engine. 24. 25. Acceleration is 0 to 60 miles per hour, 0 to 97 kilometers per hour, in 5.0 seconds. 26. The base car has several color finish options and choice between a 3-seat rear bench or 2-seat